Hi, welcome to another episode of R&R. And before we begin, I'd like to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to say, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, if your Christmas is not to January 6th like somebody I know, because he lives in Serbia. Anyway, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you want to talk, whatever you celebrate, happy that. This is another episode of R&R, and I am your host, DKS3A, and last week we talked about the zombies being overused. Zombies are taking over media. Zombies are taking over the world to the point where it's just not creative anymore. This week, oh boy, we're going to talk about video game movies. Anyway, why can't they fucking make a good video game movie? I mean, some of them are okay. I mean, the Mortal Kombat Annihilation are okay. Doom is okay. But for the most part, they can't seem to make a very good movie based off a video game. And is it just because they give it to somebody that has like no knowledge of the material? Fucking look at Super Mario Brothers movie. That's got absolutely nothing to do with the video game. I mean, sure they had little bob-ombs, and Princess Daisy was the princess being kidnapped this time, and it did take place in New York, and they were plumbers, but man, there was just so much wrong with that movie. It was just, I have to say, that was by far the worst video game movie ever created. Along with maybe Street Fighter, although I think Street Fighter might be a little bit better than the Super Mario Brothers movie. Is it because they just can't come out with, they give it to people that just doesn't know anything about video games, and they just don't know anything about the source material, and they just kind of try to create it their own way? Because it doesn't fucking work. But, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But there were some good, okay ones. The first Resident Evil movie, couple Resident Evil movies were okay. But there's no fucking reason to have 5 Resident Evil movies now. Now it's getting into a little bit of the topic from last week, but 5 Resident Evil movies plus an animated movie plus a couple of spin-offs. It's just, okay, Resident Evil is going way overboard. I don't even know where they're getting half the material from anymore. The first couple of movies came from the video games. They were okay. Yeah, were they the greatest movies ever? No, but they were actually decent for video game movies. But then Extinction, and then Revelations, and now what's the next one that just came out? Afterlife, whatever. They just went fucking sucks now. So and then there's Doom with The Rock. It was okay. Let's see what else he came out with. Silent Hill movie. The first one was actually, first one was mediocre, but I've heard the second one is actually okay. I'll have to take a look into that one. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, he came out with another Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li movie. Fucking sucks. It's just, I don't know, they just can't seem to grasp the concept of actually playing a video game or whatever, getting kind of a source material from the video game, and playing it, and then making a movie off of it. I mean, the one that actually got the closest pretty good so far, like I said, probably the best video game movies, which isn't saying much, is the Mortal Kombat movie. Mortal Kombat, I mean, Liu Kang, Raiden, and all of them, they followed that pretty good. Shang Tsung was pretty good at the end. The second one was just kind of convoluted mess. It was just so many characters going in at once. It was just like, what the fuck's going on? But the first one was, it was not bad. It was not bad. But I don't know. I think they're going to. I think they might be going the right path with Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, I haven't personally seen it yet, but what I've been hearing from people is really, really good. And I'll be giving my based opinion on that maybe after I watch the movie, all kind of stuff. But if everybody says it's pretty good, maybe not the way that video game movies need to go. Maybe this is the jumpstart that video game movies need to actually get off the ground and maybe not sucking so much. So, there were some other movies that were based off of video games. I don't know, it's just, most of them have been pretty freaking bad. And it's just, it's either the directors don't know anything, or they're too lazy, or they just fucking, completely ignore the source material and, just try to base it and make it their own creation, which doesn't work. It just pisses off a lot of people like me and video game fans around the world, because it just, because if you're going to make a video game movie, you need to kind of in close to the source material. I want to make something like Super Mario Brothers, because that just fucking pisses me off. God, Super Mario Brothers is fucking horrible. But if they just can find somebody that's like a video game, if they can find a director who's really good, who's like a fan of video games, who is willing to like follow more of the source material, and sorry, my cat walked by. If they can find something about the source material and make it to where it comes to follow closer to the video game itself, it might be okay, because I've been hearing they want to come out with a Metroid movie, they want to do a Metal Gear Solid movie. Next year I know they're coming out with a Need for Speed movie. I've heard maybe a Zelda movie. They need to find somebody who's a fan of those series and put it all together and maybe come out with something that's a little bit closer to the material, or it's just going to be pissing people off even more than what it already pissed off a lot of people, because video game movies have just, most of the time, it's completely bombed. With the exception of a couple. I mean, overall, yeah. But, I don't fucking know. They just need to do something about it, and need to do something about it fast. Alright, last week I asked what are the some of the games people are anticipating for the year 2013, and some of the games I've got on my, some of the games I got as responses is, Injustice, God Among Men, which is a fighting game based made by the people of Mortal Kombat, which is me based on DC characters fighting each other, which is gonna be a pretty cool game. I think I didn't think about that one, but yeah, that one might be pretty good. The new Devil May Cry DMC. I'm kind of skeptical about that one because the way they're rebooting it, and the way that Dante's portrayed, but I'll have to take a look at it. Sly 4. I guess that's Sly Cooper. I don't know really much about that one. Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, I've already mentioned Metal Gear Solid. Don't like it. I haven't played one since Metal Gear Solid 2. Roddy killed the series for me. I refuse to play it, so no, I'm not playing that one at all. And the new Amnesia game. I've seen bits and pieces of a lot of stuff in the first Amnesia, and it looks legitimately creepy. So I'm pretty sure the second Amnesia will be just as creepy. So anyway, what I have to say for you is, what are your top 5 favorite video game movies? Or your favorite video game movies? Like, go into the barrel of shit, pull out ones that you actually kind of like. What are some of your favorite video game movies? And on the topic of this, who do you like better? And this is going to be a tough one, because these are two icons of video games, and it might be a little bit difficult, but who do you like better? Mario or Sonic? Leave in the comments down below. And this has been another episode of R&R. I am your host, DKS3A. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays. Spend time with your family. Love all that stuff. Have a good time. I will see y'all next week with another episode. Have a good day.